Welcome to my channel. Today is a very special video for you. We're gonna be talking about the Sony A7 III, if it's still worth it to buy in 2020. But first, I would like to introduce you to my new friend, all the way from Switzerland. I would let him introduce himself.
Hey, thanks for having me, little boy. What's up, everyone? My name is Bennett Grazer, and I'm a filmmaker from Switzerland. I create entertaining tutorials that relate to filmmaking and share my journey, hoping to inspire you. I'm very excited to share a little bit of my experience about this camera. So, little boy, let's jump right into it. What is the first question? Come on, give it to me.
So, what are the pros and what are the reasons that you bought this camera?
Let's first talk about the price. At around $2,000, you get a featured pack camera. It can shoot 4K 24 frames per second, which I use to get that filmic look, and 1080p at 120
frames per second for slow motion. And the other thing that I was looking for was the
custom dials to switch between presets. So if I want to shoot in 4K, I can quickly
switch to dial 1, and for
slow motion to dial 2. The Sony A7 III has assisting tools like focus peaking, zebras, and gamma display assist. You also have the option to shoot in log, which gives you more dynamic
range, more details, and it's gonna give you a better image quality.
Not to mention the great low light capabilities and 5-axis in-body stabilization, which gives me smoother handheld shots.
One thing that I love the most about this camera is the improved battery life. I personally have 3, and it's more than enough for all my gigs.
My favorite features are the crop mode, allowing me to get 1.5 times closer to the subject. Combining it with clear image zoom, you have 3 times as much zoom with no loss of quality when shooting in 4K.
And another feature that I love and I use a lot is the autofocus with
flexible spot to set a specific focus point. And the great thing about it is that I can use the touch screen for it. The autofocus
in this camera is super
fast, accurate, and almost competes with the Canon dual pixel autofocus. Another pro to the camera is the customization options. You can really take advantage of it and customize it to your liking, which can save a few seconds going through the extensive menu section to find what you need.
It's a lot of good things, I know, but it's time to talk about the cons.
The Sony A7 III does not have a flip out screen. As a content creator that does most of his videos by himself, I would surely benefit from it.
It would save space in my camera bag and time. This way I don't need to relay in my external monitor every single time that I wanna change or see my settings when I'm recording myself. Another thing that I wish that could be improved is the time limit to record. This camera only offers 30 minutes, and I wish that we would be able to have at least 1 hour.
Another downside is that the Sony A7 III records internally 8-bit 4K. I wished it could output 10-bit because when shooting in a flat picture profile, I get more color information to start with. Don't get me wrong, the 4K 8-bit video quality of the A7 III is very beautiful, and I'm still very impressed with it. As for my last con, it would be perfect if the Sony A7 III could shoot 4K and 60 frames per second. 4K is really great for having more detail in your image, and having additional 60 frames would be great just to also have this quality in slow motion.
Fingers crossed, hopefully in a close future. And now, to conclude this video, Bennett, is the Sony A7 III worth it for 2020? Tell us.
I would say in the end of the day, the Sony A7 III is not the perfect camera, but for what I use it for and how I like to shoot, the Sony A7 III fulfills my needs as a filmmaker. In the end, what really matters is not the camera, but the person behind it.
I totally agree with that. It's the person behind it, because at the end of the day, equipment doesn't matter. Make sure that you learn, that you research, and do whatever you need to do to take advantage of your equipment, okay? Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much, Bennett Grazer, for being a part of this video today. Make sure that you go subscribe to his channel, give him support, show him some love, and if cinematography and editing is something that you're into, consider subscribing to this channel if you'd like to keep learning and improve fast for 2020. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.